What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do the Tap into Your Soul reading for the sign of Leo. Leo, you are last but not least on the list for the zodiac lineup this week. This is your last reading for the week as we do readings from Tuesday to Saturday here. Okay. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. Hopefully, you've enjoyed your energy as it has changed or fluctuated throughout the week. Okay. Um, Remember, you guys, these readings are here to heal your soul from the overwhelming burdens you may or may not have known you were carrying. This is meant to be a completely intuitive insight from me, from spirit to you. Okay? So feel free to interpret your own message from the illustrations of Deborah Koff Chapman. These are the Soul Cards 2 deck. I figure I do an overhead for you guys so you can see how the cards are laid out when I do these readings face value, okay? And I'm kind of digging doing the overheads a little bit so that way you guys can really see the layout and the spread, okay? So the deck has already been shuffled and cut 3 times. We are going to pull one card from the top, one from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle. Each card is going to represent your past, present, and future energy. Okay, we'll ask a question alongside those placements. Okay, and then we will do the bottom of the deck for your overall energy. Okay, or your overall outcome. Okay, feel free right now to go ahead and maybe get a piece of paper or a notebook so that way you can write down your own interpretation of each placement, okay, and answer the questions honestly for yourself, okay? And you can see if my interpretation matches with your interpretation. You can also at this time write out what you want your overall outcome to be based off of your situation at this time, okay, as you watch this reading, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading, Leo, okay? So we've got one card from the top. This is your past placement. One from the bottom. I almost turned it over. Almost turned it over. One for your present, okay, from the bottom. And then we are going to pick one energetically from the middle, okay, which I feel like going here, but we're going to get the one right above it here, okay. And like I said, we will look at the bottom of the deck momentarily once we go through all the cards. I'm not going to turn all the cards over so that way you're not bombarded by the energy or imagery on the cards, okay, at one time. So we'll flip one over at a time. We're going to start with your past placement, the top card. What held you back in your past, Leo? What held you back in your past? Okay. This is your card here, okay? Feel free to pause as you look at this card and just write down a few words of what you feel when you see this card, okay? And you can write down or answer that question for yourself, okay, as you're looking at this card. What held you back in your past, okay? I feel, Leo, what held you back in your past is somewhat based on your belief system, okay? Losing a lot of people in your past, okay? Either due to some form of violence or illness. You possibly lost a lot of people that were very important to you, could have been friends or family, okay? And kind of allowing those losses to hinder you from being your best self, okay? is what I'm feeling here, Leo. Okay, as you see the person underneath this tree, they're holding their hand out to this person here, which is, looks more spiritual in a sense, looks like an energy of some sort, okay? And then above is a lot of hands reaching out, okay? Reaching up, okay? So I feel like that's what held you back in the past, just holding on to the loss of people that were very important to you, and just needing to remember that while their physical bodies are no longer here, their spirit is always with you. Okay? Something that we touched on at the end of your ancestors reading. Okay? So don't look at or focus on the loss. Look at the memories that you've had with those people, and those memories are always going to be there. Okay, and if those memories are always there, then that means their spirit, their energy, their essence is always with you. Okay, they imparted some good wisdom to you. Okay, but that is something that held you back in the past. You focused a lot on what you've lost instead of what you gained. And what you gained, while you may have lost them in a physical sense, you gained their memories in, and I just lost the word. You're gaining while you lost their physical being. You gained them spiritually. You gained experience with them, okay? But you let losing them hold you back, okay? That is what held you back in the past, okay? Let's move on, Leo, to your present placement, okay? The bottom card that was pulled. What continues to hold you back presently? What continues to hold you back presently? Okay? We'll hold this card here for a minute. You can hit pause and write down what you feel when you look at this card, okay? You can answer the question of what holds you back presently, okay? As I look at this card, Leo, I'm feeling something in reference to following the wrong path, okay? In a sense of possible, not rage per se, but I'm hearing like being misguided, okay? Like presently you have a problem with, you're following a light that you think you're supposed to follow, but you're not, okay? I'm hearing preconceived notions, okay? Being misguided, I'm hearing that, okay, as part of your, what's presently holding you back. And it's in a sense of, you're in the search of truth, but it's hard because either you yourself have not been able to face the truth, or others around you are not able to face the truth. You're in search of the truth in relationships with people, what you truly want, And maybe you're trying to see things from a different perspective, like maybe from a higher vantage point, but it's still unclear to you. Thus the reason why I feel like, of course, I'm sure you notice I'm pausing in between, is because it's hard to really feel or see the energy here for you, Leo. Okay, as I feel like you are confused even yourself about what the truth is and what it isn't. Okay, and you have to find that within yourself. Okay, before you can find it in another person. Okay, you're trying to find something that you yourself have not found within yourself. Okay, that is what's holding you back presently. Okay, let's see what's going on in the future placement. How will you change your future? This is the middle card that was pulled. Okay, you can pause here and figure out what it is that you feel. Write down how you feel when you see this image. Okay, write down the answer to the question of how you will change your future. I feel that in the future you will use your discernment. Okay, no one is going to be able to get past you, Leo, with any lies or mistruths. Okay, you are going to be very protective of your environment and of your surroundings. Okay, which is a very huge leap from the present energy. Okay, of trying to find truths. Okay, I don't want to say that you'll be defensive, even though this is a very defensive stance in this card, okay? But I think you're just going to be in a not so much defensive, but protective, okay? There's something that you're going to be very protective over, Leo. Like I said, your environment, your space, maybe you won't let just anyone and everyone in your home, okay? Because that is your place of solitude. So you will be very mindful of the type of people that you allow in your space, because you want to have positive energy around you. You don't want to have any negative energy around you. You don't want any liars around you. And presently, that's what's holding you back, is following or listening to the lies that people continue to tell you. Okay? So in the future energy, no more lies. Okay? So Leo, I hope you took the time to write how or what your over or how or what you would like your overall outcome to be. Okay, because we're going to turn over the bottom of the deck and see what your card is as we're hitting on 13-17 for your reading. Okay, and you have this card here that was in Libra's reading. Okay, what your overall outcome is. Now, this deck does not come with a book. Okay, these are highly just interpreted views. Okay, an intuitive reading, if you will. But I do not, with this card, I do not feel like you are going to be chasing after anything. Okay, you're not going to be chasing after the truth. You're going to start accepting people for who they are and what they show you. Okay, you're not going to give people 1,001 chances, okay, to lie to you. Okay, as I see, it looks like you have, like I described in Libra's video, you have two faces here. You have the one in the center with the lips here, with their mouth here, and their eyes here in the middle. And then this is you here, running around this energy, okay? You're no longer going to keep listening to the lies that are being told to you. And I believe, I don't know if that matches with your overall want of your outcome to be, okay? But only you will know that, okay? But you're no longer going to feed into negative energy, okay? Or, like I said in Libra's reading, rumors or lies, okay? or stories that people tell. You're going to go based on action, okay, of what people say to you. And if their actions don't match their words, then they're not for you, okay? And you're going to stay far away from it. As you see, this image here, this face here is far from this face here, okay? So that is all I have for you, Leo. I hope you enjoyed your readings this week. I hope you enjoyed your Tap Into Your Soul reading. And take care until next time, okay? Peace.